Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm the Entertainist, and welcome back. So here we go. I talked about Rob Zombie's Halloween, talked about Halloween 2018, and now to talk about the classic, the one that started off, John Carpenter's Halloween. So this movie definitely plays an impact on my love for film, and 100% my love for horror films. This was the first horror movie and the first rated R movie that I saw when I was a kid. My cousins introduced me to it, and I've always been a pretty big fan of it. I mean, Michael Myers creeped me out as a kid, but I don't know, they're just great movies. I think what I appreciate the most about this movie is that for a 1978 movie, it still holds up pretty well. I mean, I watched it recently and I just think about it, I'm like, damn, like, imagine being the age you are right now. Like, okay, I'm 23. If I was 23 in 1978 and this movie came out, I'd be like, holy shit, that was fucking scary. Because there wasn't another movie like it. I mean, there's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is a fucked up movie, but this movie is just very, very unsettling. I love that John Carpenter just did something simple with this movie. That's what I love. This is a very simple movie. I mean, it's just very easy. You got this man in a white mask stalking these babysitters on Halloween night, and it's just very calm and quiet. And I think having it very calm is what makes it creepy. And a lot of it's in the eyes of Michael Myers, and you just hear that heavy breathing. And I think the music score is fucking brilliant. Obviously the Halloween theme song, but then just even the ones into transitioning scenes. Not only is it my favorite horror movie of all time, it's my favorite Halloween movie. It's my favorite Michael Myers movie, and it's also my favorite Halloween movie to watch in October. As I mentioned in my top 10 Halloween movies list that I came out with last year, but I don't think there will ever be a Michael Myers movie that tops this one. For a long time when I was a teenager, I would always say that the Rob Zombie one was better than this one. I mean, it's a lot more gruesome. Yeah, I'll give it that. But I mean, if it weren't for this movie, that movie wouldn't have existed. And if the Rob Zombie movie was the original Halloween movie, I don't know. I just don't think it would have had this impact as it did. What makes the Rob Zombie one special is that it's a remake of a fucking huge horror movie as it is. So this movie, I think, just will go down in history as one of the greatest horror movies of all time, and definitely, in my opinion, the best slasher movie. I don't think the Friday the 13th movies or the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, I know it's ironic saying that because I got the two characters on my shirt right now. I love those movies too, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of those. I'm a fan of the Friday the 13th series, and I think Nightmare on Elm Street's fun. It's goofy, but you know, Michael Myers is just so creepy, and it just, I think out of all those slasher movies, this one has the best writing. Sure, yeah, it falls flat as the franchise goes, but I think at least with the first two movies, I don't count the third one, and even the fourth movie, I think the writing of the fourth movie is pretty well done too. I'm a fan of the fifth one, I know most people aren't. I don't mind it too much. But once we get to Curse of Michael Myers, Resurrection, I like H2O, but I just don't think it holds up that well over time. But it's a well-written movie, that's what I mean. The writing of the Michael Myers movies, a majority of the time, are pretty well done. And, you know, it never loses its touch. And I know they use a formula, but the formula that John Carpenter created for this just fucking works. That is talent right there. That is writing technique. That is how you make a fucking movie, and that is definitely how you make a horror movie. John Carpenter and Deborah Hill did a perfect job with this. And also, this has the best Michael Myers mask. I've already mentioned Michael Myers mask in one of my Halloween reviews I just did recently, but this has the best one. And I love the way this one ends too. I just think that, you know, we're kind of just seeing little glimpses of Michael Myers as the movie goes on. The part when Laurie Strode looks out the window and Michael Myers is standing right there behind the white curtain, it's unsettling. Like, we got little glimpses and far distance of him, and when we're not seeing him like in third person point of view, we're seeing it in his first person point of view. We're seeing it in his eyes, and it's just unsettling like that too. Now, as much as I want to give this movie a 5 out of 5 stars, I cannot, for there is bad acting in this movie from Laurie's friends. And you know, I'm not going to take away a whole star from it, but Annie and Linda are just super annoying characters. I think Annie's just very, very dry. I don't know, just looking back at it, and when I watch it now, I'm like, oh God, I just don't know. I just don't know how to feel about this. I think Jamie Lee Curtis does a great job as Laurie Strode in this. You really feel for her character, you're really rooting for her, and she's the original Scream Queen. And Donald Pleasance does an amazing job as Dr. Samuel Loomis. You really feel for this guy too on why it's his mission to find Michael Myers, and just his monologue on evil and who Michael Myers is just fucking brilliant, and how he needs to save everybody from this evil entity. This is a great movie that I think will hold up forever over time. I love it. I still love it. Nostalgic reasons, of course, but I just think it's a great horror movie, and no other slasher movie will ever beat it in my opinion. So that's why I'm going to give Halloween a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great Halloween if you guys are doing anything tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what some of your favorite Michael Myers movies and Halloween movies are. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.